lost civilizations that disappeared without a trace. There are moments in history where time just stops. Great cities once full of laughter, trade, and life become graves without bones. No fire, no screams, no goodbye, just silence, like a candle blown out in the wind. Some civilizations die slow, but these, they've vanished without a trace. And the deeper we dig, the stranger it gets. Let me take you into the ruins of 3 lost worlds that slipped into the shadows and never returned. The Indus Valley Civilization, the civilized ghosts. About 4,000 years ago, a peaceful, intelligent, and oddly modern civilization thrived. Where modern-day Pakistan and northwest India now sit, the Indus Valley. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were built with perfect grids, like ancient Manhattan. They were working plumbing, massive public baths, and homes made of baked bricks. They traded with Mesopotamia. They crafted jewelry, toys, and tools. They even had a writing system carved into stone seals. And yet, we've never been able to read a single word they left behind. But here's the strangest part. There are no kings, no monuments, no temples, no mass graves, no signs of war, no dramatic fall. Around 1900 BC, they just vanished. Imagine walking into a ghost town. Everything neat, everything quiet, as if people had just walked out in the middle of dinner. Some believe a deadly drought drove them away. Others say shifting rivers forced their retreat. But there's no solid proof, no final clue, just echoes in the dust. A whole civilization, erased gently, like footprints in a riverbank, washed away by time. The Kingdom of Urartu, the blood that dripped into stone, in the mountains of eastern Turkey. Before the rise of Persia or Rome, there was a forgotten kingdom, one you probably never heard of. Urartu, a warrior people, masters of stone. They built massive fortresses carved into cliffs, so high they scraped the sky. They worship Haldi, their chief god of war, sacrificed animals, maybe humans too. Their walls were thick, their armies brutal, and then they disappeared, not slowly, not gently, but violently. Archaeologists found burned cities, bodies buried in collapsed fortresses, blood spilled, then silence. One by one, their great stone cities crumbled. And the killers? No one knows. Assyrians blamed the Medes. The Medes blamed nature. Nature stayed silent. No king rose to claim victory. No scribe recorded a triumph. It's as if Urartu was wiped off the map by something ancient, angry, and thorough. Now only ruins remain, watching the mountains in silence. And in some villages nearby, locals still speak of cursed stones that whisper at night. The Ancestral Puebloans, the abandoned cliffs in the dry, red cliffs of the American Southwest. The Ancestral Puebloans carved entire cities into rock faces, places like Mesa Verde and Chaco Canyon. Imagine standing on a cliff edge, hundreds of feet in the air, and looking into homes tucked into stone, like nests in a canyon wall. They lived there for centuries, built roads, stored food, held ceremonies under the stars. But in the 1300s, they disappeared. They left behind ladders, pottery, baskets, all intact, all untouched, as if the people left in a hurry, never to return. No one really knows why. Some blame a 23-year drought. Others say internal conflict. But the suddenness of it feels wrong. Like a house left mid-meal. Like someone whispered, "Run." And everyone did. To this day, Navajo legends speak of skinwalkers, dark spirits that roam the land. Some say the Puebloans didn't leave because of nature, but because of something they saw. Something that still hides in the cliffs. 3 civilizations, 3 disappearances. No clear answers. Just broken walls, buried stories, and questions that won't stay quiet. It's easy to believe that history is solid, but sometimes it's as fragile as smoke. One moment you're building cities, the next you're a myth. And maybe the scariest part isn't that they disappeared, it's that no one noticed. until it was too late. Pause. Let it sink in. But if you thought this was dark, in our next video, we go one step deeper, into places that didn't disappear, but kill anyone who steps inside. Cursed cities, places that brought death to those who entered. You don't want to miss it, because the past, it isn't dead. It's just waiting.